Hey everybody, it's me, Dee Dee. I haven't been live in a few days, a couple days, so I thought I would go live. Actually, I don't remember the last time I was live. I don't know if it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, one day ago. I just don't remember. So I just figured I would come on and chit chat with anybody that wants to pop in and say, hey, please do observe the rules before you come in and please abide by the rules. I really do humbly and seriously and sincerely ask you to do that. Thank you. Please and thank you. So I'm just going to chit chat. I don't know about what. I got no agenda tonight. Somebody had told me they want to see how I do my magnetic lashes, so I might do that. Once I get more people in the room, I will show you how I do these every day. I love these little babies because, as you know, I wanted to wear false lashes a while ago because my eyelashes are very, very sparse. When a baby is born, this is my eyeliner. It's all smudged up. Sorry. But when a baby's born, their eyelashes are like 3 or 4 rows, something like that. And as you age, your eyelashes start getting thin and eventually fall out. And then they're not replaced anymore. So basically, you end up with very sparse eyelashes. And if it bothers you, you either, I guess you can get them tattooed on or something like that, or like stitched on, or I don't know how they do it. I've not looked into that, but it's not for me. I am not going to go and have somebody stick needles on my eye, hey, Albie, or mess with my eyes in any way like that to have eyelashes. So I do this. But I used to use the glue on ones, and I just had a lot of trouble with them. I might try them again sometime, but for now, I'm just going to stick with the magnets because they work. So this is what I use. It's called Duo. I think Duo may be the glue kind too that you use, but this one is actually lash eyeliner in black, and it is magnetic. I'm getting ready to show you how I put on my magnetic lashes. That's what I'm doing. So you pull out your wand, make sure there's some stuff on it, some of that eyelash or eyeliner. Yeah. And you like line your lashes. Now, mine are already kind of lined, but it's not lined enough that it will stick. So you just want to paint your little eyeliner on there like everybody does when they put eyeliner on, like that. And just kind of keep your eye shut a little bit to allow that to kind of cure and adhere. And this is my right eye, so I'm looking at my right eyelash that I have labeled here. And what I do every time I wear them, I pull the magnetic strip sticky eyelash or eyeliner stuff off of it because it'll stick on it. And then you got to kind of clean it off a little bit before you put the rest on. Otherwise, it won't stick right. So you just kind of grab it like this. There's the eyelash right there. And you close your eye. See, it's already smeared right there. This happens every day. So you want to kind of rub it off so that it's not on there. I usually just kind of wet my finger and rub it off. It's hard to do in the camera. Like that. And then you close your eye. Kind of match the corner with the other part of your eye, with the corner part of your eye. And then kind of just like place it where it belongs. And if you do it right, it should stay because it's a magnet. So one thing I got going for me that a lot of people don't is I have what's called hooded eyelids. So my hood of my eyelid kind of holds the eyelash on. So like that. And you can adjust it a little bit like that. Like that. And then usually what I do, yeah, Q-tips, I use those too. I don't have one handy, but yeah, I usually use a Q-tip. I look up like this, and if there's like a little space in there where the eyelash doesn't sit because there's no magnet stuff there, none of the eyeliners there, you can just take your little wand like this, kind of look up a little bit so you can see it, and just repaint the stuff on there so you got more of a dark line there. Kind of camouflages the fact that it's not your real eyelashes. Just put your wand back in there and kind of move it around until you get it like right where you want it. It's probably easier if you don't have hooded eyelids, I guess, for some people. But in a way, I kind of let it work for me because once I get it on there where I want it and I open my eye it looks as natural as possible. And I don't do the really long ones, so if I did, it would drive me crazy because it'd be hitting my glasses all the time. And it feels weird when they start hitting your glasses. So that's one eyelash, one side. And of course, I'm going to have eyelash stuff or eyeliner stuff all over my eye. These literally do stay on all day, literally all day, if you want to keep them on that long. I generally don't. I wear them to work and then I take them off when I get home. The good thing about false eyelashes for me is that you see my eyes are so squinty, you can't hardly see the white of my eye, even when it's open. But with the eyelashes on, it opens up my eye more, I think. So kind of like that, if you can tell. And it looks more natural for me. I like having eyelashes. I always liked having eyelashes, but I'm old, so now my eyelashes are all thinned out. So I do this little jobber here. And then just paint the other one same way. And it's normal to be able to do one better than the other because you're just used to coming at something from a certain side and it feels more natural. So let it cure for a little bit. And then just place it where you want it. They say to place like the inner edge first, and then the other edge will just kind of go where it needs to be. You can do whatever works for you. You learn after a while what works the best. And look, so I smudged it all over there. That's called Dee Dee is impatient and doesn't like to wait. So she smudges up her eye every day and has to take a Q-tip and wipe it off. Yeah, that's what that is. And I'll have to go in the other room maybe and get that off of there. Sometimes I work with it and just kind of use it as under eyeliner, like on the under part of my eye. That might and might not work. I don't know. I really smudged it. Okay, well, whatever. That's why I wear glasses. I can hide all of my mistakes. But this is a little crooked, so I'm going to take it and drag it a little bit over more and hope that the inner edge will stick. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and I got to use more. And these are not very well-fitting lashes. I've seen better ones, and I eventually will have better ones. Probably the ones with the glue work better. But for my intents and purposes, it's all good. Hi, Northern Girl. So anyhow, that is my eyelash routine. Woohoo, for what that was worth. Some people like makeup tutorials, so that's a little bit of one for you. All right, and then I just put this right back in the box. Keep this box operable as long as I can. And when I take them off, I just stick them right back on there. And there you go. Voila. Good night. I understand. Go to bed. Rest. Good for you. Hi, Super Cereal. What's new? What's going on with everybody? Hi, 14 people. Wow, that's a lot of people. All came to see me do my eyelashes or see my goofy hairdo here. My hair is like everywhere today. I don't know. Static is really bad. You're watching football. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are watching football today. Not really my thing. I mean, I do like the Bills, but I'm not one to just literally sit there and watch it unless I'm in the mood. There we go. My hair's a little neater now. But yeah, it gets kind of staticky. And today was definitely a static day for hair. So what you gonna do, you know? Anyhow. Just thought I'd come on and chat a few minutes. If anybody wanted to chat, tell me what's going on in your life and what's new, what's happening. We went to church today. I did post that picture of me sitting on the sofa at church with my pretty dress on that I got from actually Dollar General, believe it or not. Dollar General is having a sale right now, 50% off their clothing, at least locally here, because people were stealing all their clothes. So they're not getting any new clothes in so that people can steal them and resell them at yard sales. Not cool. Thank you, Northern Girl. I like it too. Okay, good night, Nancy. Safe travels, girl. So yeah, I went to church. I wore my nice new dress this morning, and church was okay. Pastor was talking about the book of Revelation, which is not my favorite book to listen to, and asking if you're ready to die for your faith. And no, I'm not. I'm not called to be a martyr. So no, I'm not ready to die for my faith, and I pray that I never have to be faced with that sort of thing. Because I believe Jesus died so we can live, not that we're all supposed to be ready to be martyred tomorrow because we're Christians. We live in a relatively free country, I think. Not saying everybody likes godly people, but usually everybody's tolerant of just about anything. I mean, lifestyles and things, people are pretty accepting of everybody's right to be who they are. So I saw that Northern Girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's so much the gender, but it's just I have a different belief structure, I guess. We'll just say that. This is a different type of church than what I believe, but my husband pretty much got saved and went to this church, and I am doing it out of honor for him. And it's not that I hate the church or anything. I'm not a fan of Revelation. It's not one of my favorite books to study. It never has been. My belief is we will know one day when we see him face to face what the deal is, and when we go to eternity, we'll find out what that's all about. So I don't really trouble myself with Revelation too much. Not that I don't read it, but it's kind of a scary book. It's not something that, I want to have dreams about, really. Um, and I'm not like totally all New Testament only either. I believe in the Old Testament. I believe there's really good stories and very good lessons in it, but I don't like it when people use the Bible to scare you into believing. I don't think that that was what Jesus had in mind or God had in mind when he wrote the Bible. I think it's a guidebook. I think it's good for conviction and justification and things like that, but not to freak somebody out to the point where they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta repent, I'm gonna die. No, I'm sorry. That's not me. That's not my heart. That's not how I do things. Anywho, so after church, yeah, I know. In that way, yes, spoof. I get that. As far as studying it for prophecy and stuff, yes. But as far as some of that other stuff that's scary, no. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyhow, and he's an expository preacher, so that means we have like um papers where there's like fill in the blank, and he teaches and you fill in the blank of what the thing means. And I'm really not into expository teaching either. I would rather just listen and take my own notes. But he's not bad. He's a good preacher. I'm just not a Revelation fan. So after that, we met with our actual small group people, leaders, whatever. And they live about, I guess, 25 minutes from here. And I have to drive there on Wednesday. We're going to go for the home group thing. And I don't know. I guess I am very much an idealist. I have like this way that I think things should be done. And when they're not, it just bothers me so much. I'm so used to like growing up, going to youth group and then going to Bible studies where they had worship music and then we would just have like Bible reading and discussion. They don't do it like that anymore. Now it's you go to a group and they are given the notes from last Sunday's sermon and you sit and rehash what you just learned. And yeah, you have your meet and greet time and whatever, might have some food, but there's no music. There's no prayer. I mean, there's prayer, but there's no laying hands. There's no prophecy. There's no deep sharing of application of the word. And that's what I miss. And I don't know any church that does that. Now, my other church I was going to, we might be going to their home group too. But it's not in the home, it's at the church. Maybe it'll be like that. I don't know. And I don't know for sure if we're going to do that one too or not, because it's a lot of gas running around and stuff. But I just don't know many churches that don't do it where you're talking about last week's sermon anymore. And I don't know the purpose in that personally. I suppose there's a reason for it. Maybe that make it more explainable or explanatory or understandable. I'm just not down with that either. So, like I said, I'm an idealist. I have my way of doing things that I like and is right for me, and I feel that's the way it should be done for me. But I'm willing to be adaptable. I'm trying to be anyway. One good thing about the church, I will say this, that's very different from any other church I went to. A lot of churches can be kind of cliquey. And if you're not part of that clique or you haven't been there for a substantial amount of time, then you feel like you're left out, like you're not included, you're not part of it, and you feel like an outsider. And that's never pleasant for anybody. I had a situation where I went to that other church, and there was a lady there, and I started talking with her, showing her pictures of my kids, and she was showing me pictures of hers, and we were just kind of small talking about our lives and stuff. And all of a sudden, this other lady walks in. She's like, "Oh, excuse me, my friend just got here," and just got up and left me and went and sat and talked with her friend. Now, I was new to that church, so it was like, okay, I'm all alone now. I really don't know anybody. I'm just kind of sitting here by myself. And I got up and I walked over to a lady and we started talking. And she's like, "Hey, are you sitting with anybody? Where are you sitting?" I said, "No, I don't really have anybody. I don't know anybody." She's like, "Oh, come and sit with us." And it turned out I was sitting next to a lady I used to go to a different church with, because that church kind of closed down and those people went to this church. And so that's the difference. And that is the difference between what I believe true Christ-like behavior is, I guess, godly behavior, however you want to say it, is you invite the person to come and join you. You don't say, "Oh, my friend's here. I'm going to go and talk to her now," and, leave you in the lurch. That was just like, I don't know, that was red flag number one. And when the pastor got up and had a skull on his shirt, that was probably red flag number two. And he was talking about a wrestler. So I get it that he was trying to represent this wrestler from a long time ago, but it's church, okay? There is a certain level of holiness, in my opinion, my beliefs, that you don't come to church with a skull on your shirt. We are called to be separate and different from the world, so to speak. And then you come in there as the pastor and wear a skull on your shirt. No, I have an issue with that. So that was strike number two. And I'm trying to think of what strike number three was. What was it? Oh, just the showy performance-y style of the worship team. Hi, Sweet Wheat. Thank you for the membership. I see your star near your name. Thank you for being a member. Although I haven't done much with the membership lately. I've been dealing with other stuff. Anyhow, it just was like very performance-y to me, and it made me uncomfortable. It made me feel like I was at like a rock concert type thing. And I don't want to feel like that in church. I want there to be a level of community and holiness kind of wrapped together in one. And yes, fun, humor. I like humor. But somebody getting up and performing, just, you can tell the difference. That's all I can tell you. You can tell the difference between performing versus bringing people into the presence of God in worship and praise. And I told this story a long time ago. Yes, I had more to say than I thought. I used to be part of a worship team. Hi, Mommy Mars. And at one point, I was told, well, this pastor guy is coming to interview everybody to see who's going to get on the worship team. I said, "I'm already on the team." She said, "I know, but I guess we just kind of have to do this to reestablish who's here or something." She goes, "I don't really know what's going on, but just kind of play along with it." I'm like, okay, whatever. So she's like, "I'm going to go to this gathering he's having at another church where they're going to interview the worship team like he's going to do with us. And I'll come back and let you know what to expect." All right. So whenever that was, on that next worship team practice meeting, she says, "Okay, so I went and I watched what this pastor guy did. He plays piano and everything. He pretty much told them to pick a song that they wanted to do, and he had them sing the song, and then he kind of critiqued them. And I was in on that too. This is the worship leader telling me this. We were at a table, and it was kind of like, almost like American Idol with 3 judges sitting there. Yeah, that sort of style. So they're going to sit there, and they're going to kind of critique you as you sing. I said, okay, I guess I'm okay with that. I'm kind of performancey anyway. I like attention and I'm histrionic. So, yeah, that's fine. I can sing in front of an audience or judges or whatever. She's like, okay, good. So she said, just kind of remember you're there with the Holy Spirit. And we prayed in the Spirit, which means in tongues. And we just sang for a while together. It was very beautiful. And the Holy Spirit moved. And, so just remember you're there with the Spirit when you're doing the audition. Okay, I can do that. No problem. So I picked my song. It was a, what is her name? I can never remember the lady's name. She sings very, very popular songs. Anyway, she sings a song called The More I Seek You, The More I Find You. Gosh, I wish I could remember her name. Anyway, very famous singer. And I sang one of her songs. It was very deep and worshipful. I mean, like really intensely worshipful. And I put my whole heart, my spirit into it. I almost had my eyes closed and I was worshiping while I was playing it on the piano and singing it. And I'll never forget this. So I come down, I'm done singing, and they're like, okay, come on down and we'll tell you how you did or whatever. And the pastor says to me, you didn't really connect with your audience. I said, what do you mean by that? He goes, you didn't look out to see how we were responding and reacting to you. He goes, when I'm teaching my my worship team, because he is a worship leader too, because when I teach my worship team, I tell them to look out and survey the audience and try to catch their eye on one person, eye contact with one person, and see what that person's doing in worship and channel that way of how they perform. Oh, I was furious. I said, I see. He goes, so yeah, you need to connect with your audience. I said, I was under the impression that they were a congregation and we were leading them into the presence of the Holy Spirit and God. Well, you are, but performance is everything when you're up there on a stage. I said, oh, I call it an altar. I think it's kind of a sacrificial worship thing. And he's like, well, yeah, there is that too, but I always check the atmosphere and like watch to see what other people are doing, so I know how to perform from that point on, how I orchestrate my next move. And I'm like, oh my Lord, oh wow, I didn't even know what to say. I left there very disheartened and angry. So the next time, when we got together again with the original worship leader that I had, I said to her, I said, she goes, what did you think of the auditions? I said, okay, well, first of all, I told him that I didn't feel we were performing. We are a worship team. We're supposed to lead people by the Holy Spirit into an atmosphere of worship. We aren't here performing. We're not we're not in a performance. This isn't a performance. It's worship. We're on an altar. We're bringing people into the presence of God. She's like, well, yeah, I know what you mean. She goes, what did he say? I said, well, okay, first of all, you told us to go there and remember we were ushering in the Holy Spirit. So I did that, and I sang this really intensely worshipful song. I could feel the Holy Spirit moving around me and in me and through me, and I thought everybody felt that. She goes, well, I'm sure they did. I said, I know, but he told me to catch the eye of people in the audience and play to them. That's what he said. Play to what you see in the audience. She goes, oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of know what you're saying. And I said, so-and-so, to the worship leader, that is so wrong. That is not what I'm here for at all. I'm not a performer when I'm on this altar. I'm in the presence of God. I'm bringing people into his presence. I'm not there to perform. I'm not a trained SEAL, She's like, yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying too, but, I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. And I don't know, I don't like that when I'm offended with something that's genuinely offensive and somebody's like, oh, well, just give him the benefit of the doubt. No, I won't, because I'm not that one. I'm not that person. If I'm upset with you and I'm legitimately upset with you and I have a reason, which in that case, we're a worship team. Hello, we're supposed to bring people into worship, not to perform for them like we're on stage. It's not a rock concert. Then don't tell me to basically placate people and say, oh, well, they meant well. No, He meant exactly what he said. He is basically up there to perform and to get people's reactions. I'm not there to even look at you when I'm on that altar. I am there to look at him through my spirit and bring you into looking at him. I didn't die on the cross for anybody. I didn't sacrifice my life for anybody. I'm just a channel that I'm singing to you. It's him singing through me, and I want you to feel his presence. That's why I'm there. I'm not there to perform for you. I'm not saying people can't clap. As long as if they're going to clap for me, they're clapping for him too, because I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not anybody other than through him and for him. So, yeah, I was pretty offended by that. Anyway, so that's probably where my whole attitude about not wanting to go to a church where people are performing like a band, like a concert. Now, if it is a concert, that's different. Worship teams can have concerts. I have no problem with that. Concerts in the park, concerts in the church. Okay, call it a concert, make it a concert. I'm cool with that. But on Sunday when I'm worshiping, no, I'm not there to perform for you. I'm not in a concert. So anyway, I'm not on a worship team, by the way, just so you know. I was going to be on 3 different worship teams and it never worked out. So maybe that's just not where God wants me right now. And I'm okay with that. Maybe he just wants me to sit and learn and glean what I can from whatever service I'm in. So it's all good. Whatever. Anyhow, yeah, I think that's why I'm so, bent on making sure if somebody calls something, that it's going to be played out that way as to what they say they are, Anyhow, we did go out to eat with our group leaders, and I was okay with it. I mean, they're kind of farm, countryish people, nice people, pleasant. We had some good conversations about our lives and whatever. However, they did tell us that they hunt turkeys, and the lady said she hunts turkeys with her husband. And you know me, killing of animals, yes, I eat meat, but hunting them, yeah, I couldn't. I'm not saying that made me not like the people or whatever. That's not what I mean, but it just kind of made me go, you kill animals, like live animals that once were live, and then you make them dead. And yeah, I'm not going with you. I tell you that. I will come to your Bible study at your home, but I am not hunting turkeys with you. Not going to happen. But they were very pleasant folk, and we're going to go see them on Wednesday for the first home group for us, and we'll see how that all goes. I'll let you know. You know me, I always update you on how things are going. Hey, Love the Sun 100. Are you new? I'm looking at your avatar. I can't really tell what it is, but good to see you. Welcome to my little chat room. Feel free to chat with me because I'm running out of things to say, and it always helps to have people spur me on to keep on talking if you want me to stay here any longer. Let's see. So I work tomorrow, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, I finished up Weight Watchers yesterday. I don't really see any benefit in it whatsoever for myself personally, other than I did enjoy one of the workshops. There was a nice little Mexican, or not Mexican, she's Puerto Rican lady there, and she was fantastic, and I loved her workshops. Oh, thank you, love. And basically, I'm going to miss her and her workshops, but I can't afford $25 a month just to be able to hear the workshops and go on to the workshops. I can't. The last thing I showed them was my walking salad that I made, and they were fascinated by that. And I was actually part of her Facebook group, but I had to say goodbye to her yesterday. I told her I can't afford $25 a month for this. I wasn't paying anything for it when I was part of Weight Watchers. I was given little vouchers and was using those when I went in person, but yeah, those are probably dead now because I went to work and I missed a whole bunch of groups, so can't use those anymore, and I'm not paying $25. So that is the end of Weight Watchers for me. I think I gained like maybe 4 pounds during Weight Watchers, and when I started going back to eating like I know how to eat, I already lost those 4 pounds and maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure, but yeah, it really didn't help me. I'm not good at their point system. I thought it was really easy at first. I got all excited. I know I came on here and I'm like, oh, it's so easy. You just take the 0 point foods and you make your meals out of them. And no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat lettuce every day to fill in the gaps of what I'd rather eat. No, I like to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to eat it. Like today, I woke up. I don't eat until like later, but I'm going to be changing that because my husband is intermittent fasting kind of the opposite way than I am, and it works for him. So I might kind of join him so we're on the same schedule. He eats up until I think 6 o'clock at night, and then he doesn't eat again until, when did he say, 9, 10, something like that. I think it'll still work if I kind of reverse things, and instead of skipping breakfast, just kind of prolong the time from when I eat dinner onward to the next day. I'm going to try that. It's a little different than what I was doing. I was skipping breakfast and then shutting my eating window like early, like around 5. But now I was trying to shut my eating window around 3 and then just waiting for breakfast the next day. But I'll just prolong some of the meals or whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll let y'all know what works for me. But I downloaded this new app on my phone. You know me, I got to do the apps and the diets and stuff. It's called Carbs and Kales. Here, let me show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can really see that, but it is right here. Where'd my finger go? I'm trying to figure out how to point to it on the camera. How do I do this? Oh my gosh, there, right there. Carbs and Kales, it's called. So you click on that. Yeah, maybe. Click on that. And when it wants to, it will open to, you can open. Wait for it to open. It's got this little thing going around and around. There we go. It opens to that. It shows you today's totals, your targets. You get to put all those in yourself, and then you just click on each thing, and it'll count the carbs for you that you eat during the day. And you have a certain target amount of carbs to eat that you want to eat, and you just do it that way. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I've already loaded some of them in. And what's cool about this app is it actually shows you pictures as you eat it. Now, let me show you something really cool. These are berries, strawberries. It shows you the amounts. Now, it goes by grams, which is rotten because I don't do metric system. But as you see, it's like a different amount depending on how many grams you eat. And then you just click on it, and it'll add it onto your food for the day. And if you want, it doesn't have the right grams for you, you do a custom weight. There's a little button down here at the bottom. It says, or enter a custom weight. So say you ate 40 grams of berries, then you just enter in 40. You hit custom weight, enter in 40. And it'll all add up, and it puts it on your main page. But it really shows you like the exact amount that you put in your mouth. So you can't deny that. Like I had a half of a jelly donut, a half of a custard donut. I had a thinner piece than that of the lemon cake right there early in the morning. I had my eggs. I had, what else is that? I had a burrito. So like that's all on there, and it shows you everything. So it's pretty cool. You can kind of keep yourself accountable in pictures. I've never seen that in an app before, so I'm pretty impressed with it. It's not very expensive per month versus the $25 per month that I would have paid for the Weight Watchers. This is only like $7.99 a month. So yay, perfect for me. So that's that. That is my latest endeavor, the Carbs and Kales. We're going to do that. And I have on my phone right here somewhere on my clock. Oh, here goes the yawning. Oh boy. From 6 o'clock a.m. onward, I have things popping up on my alarms. 6 o'clock, wake up, sleepy one, drink a glass of water. 6 o'clock in the morning. Then get ready for work, and then chaffles and cream. And that's like on a Saturday, we have the chaffles and cream. Monday through Friday, we have other things. And it's all like programmed into my phone. So it will start up and do that. I don't know why I put get ready for work at 7. That's my old schedule. So I'm just going to delete that one. And then there's weights. So I know to lift weights. And other days. So the weights are, if you can see it, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The Zumba is Tuesday and Thursday. And then on Sundays, it's a little different. We have different food. At certain times, I have chores I do. Take a stroll now, drink a glass of water, vacuum all the rooms, tea and crackers, all kinds of stuff. Walk and talk. Eat some cheese or turkey before bed because the tryptophan helps you sleep. Put on the Honest Guys or Get It Ready, which is my meditation for the night. Take a shower and sleep at 11. That's my bedtime. I don't know what time it is. It's only 8:30. I'm not tired yet anyway. So yeah, I have that going on. I got the timer reset for that, my alarms to go off. And basically, since I started my new job, things are different hours, different duties. And I have that all set in my phone. So I know what I'm doing. So that's pretty cool. Still journaling. So today's journal entry says, set a goal that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning. And then the little Be Mindful Fit tip says, be mindful, don't preload your next bite. You'll savor your food more, eat slower, and become full faster. Research shows you will also eat less. So when you're eating with your fork, don't be like, okay, I had that, I'm chewing it, and I'm going to load up my fork right away. Set your fork down, wait, think about what you're doing, think about how it makes you feel, think about eating and being full, all that kind of stuff. Mindful eating. Yeah, I think you're right, Love the Sun. And yes, I am overweight. There's no doubt about that still. But I'm not as overweight as I was. And I'm definitely trying to eat healthier. Trying to. I still like my goodies. I am not going to lie. I am a goodie muncher. I like cake. I like frosting very much. I just don't eat gobs and gobs of it. And I'm trying really to limit the sugary stuff for like one day on the weekend. So far, that has not quite panned out like I would like it to. But there's always next week and tomorrow. And, we always have new chances. Very thankful for that. Because we're going to mess up once in a while. That's just part of life. We are not going to be perfect at every single thing we do. So, but trying is, a good thing. Give it a try. And if something doesn't work, you just try something different. That's me. That's how I roll. I'm definitely a risk taker, but if the risk is not working out for you, then yeah. Here's a nice picture I can show you, my old picture of me back when I was rather large. I'm definitely not this big anymore. You can barely see it, but got quite the little chin going on there, a chubby chin. I don't really have that too much now, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I've got this. Exactly. I took lots of before and after pictures, and that helped a lot with the weight loss, I think, along the way. Just being able to see the progress was important. I just always kept trying and trying until I started succeeding. But yeah, I got a ways to go, but I don't look at it that way. I just look at it as how far I've come and make the little changes I need to carry on in life, That used to be me. That used to be me, and it's not anymore. And I almost ate a fly or something, flew in my mouth. But yeah, there we go. That was me. That was me back in 2014, I think. Yeah, almost 300 pounds, easily. I was a big girl. Very, very big. And I'm very glad I'm not anymore. Much healthier now. Now, what's interesting to me, if I can do this, I can't do it without showing him. Well, I can, kind of. All right. This is also me. In the same dress that I had, or same shirt I had on, but that was after I decided to start losing weight, even while I was still in my second marriage. We are always evolving. That is so true. Yes, definitely. We learn, we grow, we change, we make choices and decisions that hopefully better us in our lives. And some don't. Some make us worse, and we have to change them. But I'm always going to keep changing and making new decisions and choices in my life about what I need to do that hopefully will bring me to a better me place. So, yeah, anyway. I always show pictures. I like to show pictures online. I don't know why. I always have. I like giving people a glimpse at reality of who I am in my real life, what I'm all about. Anyway, anybody want to talk about anything? Have anything to say? Anything to share? I put this picture on my Facebook, a before and after picture. The one with Amber in the Santa hat was me before, and then of course this is me now. So yeah, I can definitely see it in my face, and that's nice. I'm just proud of myself. I guess that's why I show my pictures. Yeah, if you keep doing nothing, you'll get nothing. That's just how it is. If you keep on doing what you always did, you're going to get what you always got. Um, Many times I've just been like, I'll just eat this whole cake, throw in the towel. Who cares? It's not going fast enough. But I just feel like there's always more I can do to improve. There's more I can learn from myself and about the foods I eat and how they affect my body. And I think that's more what I'm focused on right now is just the mindfulness of what I'm doing, just paying attention to when I eat, how do I feel? Do I feel full? Am I craving more food? That sort of thing. Um, I never paid attention to that before. I just like followed protocol, and it makes a huge difference when you pay attention and you realize what's working and what's not. I gotta show you guys a cute picture. I took this of Bobo today. Bowie was being harassed by Maverick. So Bowie has decided that he likes the cat tree, and he goes literally and stuffs himself into the little box part of it, and he's peeking out, sticking his little paw out, saying hi to me. And there he is again. He's so funny. He's my buddy. He's outside right now, I think. And thankfully, it's not raining anymore. It's just dark. So, I guess that's all I got, y'all. Got anything to say? There's 10 people here, and Love the Sun seems to be chatting away. I'm glad. I like talking to myself. You guys know that. So, tomorrow I begin all my little alarm pop up things. I'm going to try to stick to it as much as possible. He is cute. He's a riot, this cat. So I think this week will be pretty interesting, and I don't think there's too much going on this week for me, actually. I had to look on my calendar and see if anything's happening. I think it's a relatively calm week without a whole lot of anything going on. Let's see. Go to my month thing. Today is the 11th. So we got a conference coming up soon at the other church, which I'm going to go to on the 24th, which is a Saturday. I'm going to pop in there. I have a hair consultation coming up, but that's not until October. So yeah, there's not much going on this week, I don't think. I think there's some kind of therapy appointment coming up, but I think that is also in October. Mm, I don't know. I don't see it now. Where is it? Or is it November? I guess I'll have to call the therapy place tomorrow and see when it is. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it. I don't know what happened to it. I thought that was supposed to be soon. Oh well. Um, my ex-husband is getting married soon. I believe the 15th of October. So I'll be going to that wedding. And yeah, I think I have an ultrasound coming up on the 15th. I have to check on that though. That's two things I got to call about tomorrow. Got to call the ultrasound place. I'm going to write myself a note so I don't forget. Call the therapist. Of course, my pen doesn't want to write. Of course. There we go. Aw, that's sweet. Love the sun. Very nice. My husband is recovering nicely from his ear infection. No thanks to the local hospital that is awful. I'm glad I took him to the other one that finally diagnosed him with a proper illness. They also let my ex husband go home with blood clots in his legs and did not give him proper medicine for that, no blood thinners. So he ended up having a stroke a year later because of it. So, yeah, I don't trust my hospitals around here. They're not very good. Um, I don't know why they're not very good. Maybe they don't have the proper training or they just don't care about people. I'm not sure. But the other hospital we went to is like night and day different from this one. So I'm very thankful for that hospital. Anyway, uh, yeah, I don't know. I can always actually say the name. Shout out to Genesis. It's the name of the hospital that is absolutely phenomenal that took care of my husband. Wonderful, wonderful place. Good people, kind nurses and doctors that really did the tests that he needed to have done so they could make sure he didn't have a concussion and that it was something else. So, yeah. Um, he fell and bonked his head at one point, we think, because his equilibrium was off from the ear infection. But he's doing much better now. Those Z packs are amazing what they give him. Anyhow, I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if nobody has anything else or anything to say or whatever, I'll head off. I'm going to go and find Bobo and see if I can bring him in. What, Nene? What? Hi, Nine. Come here. Come here, my Nine. Come here, buddy. Yeah. This is Neo. He's my big boy. He's my feral cat. He was a feral cat. Not anymore. He's a tame, beautiful pussy cat, huh, buddy? Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good Nene. Oh, I know. You're not kidding, Mommy Mars. Very scary nowadays. Anyway, so what else we got going on that we can talk about? Anything important that I need to know? Anything exciting that I need to know? Yes, I know you're a sweet boy. You're a sweet boy. He's nuzzling me really hard. He's pretty rough, this guy. You can tell he's different than the typical cats. He was definitely a feral cat, and he's like very insistent. When he wants to be pet, he rams your chin. He doesn't just like nuzzle you. He's just like, pet me, darn it. That's Nene for you. He's a good baby, though, aren't you, buddy? We love our Nene. He's one of the younger ones, even though he's very big. He's one of the younger kitties, aren't you? Yeah, he's a happy boy. He's a happy Nene. Okay, you gonna demonstrate? Okay, love the sun. I'm probably heading there shortly myself. I'm glad you came in. Feel free to check out and see if you want to join my membership. Um, check out my other videos, my playlists. I'll be uploading some of my exercise videos or my dance videos, my just dance videos. You might enjoy those. I don't know. I'm always re uploading things. I had to take my channel down for a little while for different reasons, and now I'm just re uploading things. So there'll be more stuff. You just gotta wait till I get a chance to get around to uploading again. So, yeah. But you have a good night's sleep, be blessed, and have sweet dreams, of course. I'll see you next time, dear. Yeah. Very nice to meet new people on my channel. Yeah, buddy. I forgot to ask you how you met me, Love the Sun. So if you watch this again later, or maybe I'll catch you next time around, um, let me know how you found me. A lot of people find me through Reddit somehow. I don't know how. I think I might have gotten an account on there at one point and forgot I had one. So possible that linked people here. I might have linked people here. I'm happy to have anybody new, as long as they abide by the rules, right, Nine? Yeah, I know. My buddy. My buddy. All right, guys. I guess I'll head off too. Thank you for chatting with me and for listening to me talk. Thank you for being good people on my chat and respecting my rules. And thank you for joining my membership if you did, and for your support, your encouragement, and just for being there. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I will catch you next time. Be blessed. Shalom. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye for now.